we're going to start with another chapter of English literature, which is the overcoat. Now, first of all, you need to know what is an overcoat. Probably during winters, we wear long coat. The coats, they were traditional. You know, they used to wear in ancient times when there was no modernization, when people used to wear old traditional clothes. Then those long coats, overcoats that we used to wear. Now you will be surprised why this overcoat has been mentioned as the title of the chapter. Because in this chapter, we are going to talk about an old man who was very hardworking, who used to work in an office. He used to get money. He used to have an overcoat. He used to wear an overcoat. The overcoat was actually torn and was in a bad condition. But even then, he always wanted to use the same overcoat instead of getting a new one. So what happened in the story? Did he got a new overcoat or not? That we are going to study in the chapter. So to start the chapter, let's start with the two main characters here. So the first character is Akaky Akakievich. He is actually the old man we are going to talk. Now this is Petrovich. He is the tailor. Now this story is the story of St. Petersburg. In the place of St. Petersburg, where there was a lot of cold. So the story starts with description of this old man. The writer, the author has described this old man as, he was an old man, he had red hair. The physical appearance or description, he had red hair, he was short-sighted, that means he had a vision problem. He used to wear specs, he couldn't see proper. His dressing sense, he used to wear anything. He was not a very energetic man. He used to wear anything that he had. A pale coat, a browny, dusty, muddy coat. He never used to, be properly dressed. Few other things in his behavior were, he was a very hardworking person. And people used to ill-treat him or, people used to misbehave with him. But he used to only pay focus to his work. As I have written, the staff behavior. When he used to go to the office, all the staff, all the people of his office used to behave very badly with him. They never used to respect him. They used to mock him. Mock him means to make fun of him. They used to just put the paper onto his nose. Suppose he is working like this and somebody used to come and throw the paper. Do this work. He actually used to copy. He used to find out the copy of the documents. His work was to copy the documents. So the staff people used to come, even the junior ones were the ones who used to make fun of him. So they used to come and they used to throw the paper like this. Now do the copy. And this person was so noble, he never used to feel bad. He immediately accepted the paper without even watching who was sending the paper. He just used the paper, he said, okay, I'll get the work done. And sometime when the limit was crossed, his patience was checked. Then he used to shout and he used to ask to the staff people, why are you insulting me? What have I done? I'm just sitting here doing my own work. What problem do you have from me? Now children, the story moved on in the same way. He used to go to the office. He used to work hard. Nothing in the world affected him. If people are crossing by him, he is unaffected. If people are saying anything, he is unaffected. So he used to do his work on his own. Now one day what happened? His overcoat was in a very bad condition. It was dusty, muddy, torn, and it was not proper. So it actually became an object of ridicule. Object of ridicule here means that it was an object for people to make fun of. Children, sometimes it happens. Suppose you come to school and you're not wearing an ironed shirt, or you have forgotten to wear the tie, you've forgotten to wear the belt, or probably you're wearing a socks of different color. So what do kids do? They start teasing you. What have you wear? Look at yourself, how bad you're looking. So this overcoat of this man soon became an object of ridicule. People started making fun of his overcoat. So finally he decided, he means Akaky. He finally decided that now I should go and consult the tailor and ask him if he can work on the same overcoat, He did not want to buy a new one. He wanted the tailor Petrovich to work on the same overcoat. So this Akaky, he goes to Petrovich and he asks him, can you please repair my old overcoat? Now Petrovich inspects. Inspect means checks the coat and he says, are you serious? You want me to work on this coat? Look at the condition. It is so terrible. I can't work on it. And you are simply wasting your money. If you ask me to work on this coat, you're just wasting your money. Go take some money and get a new coat. Now when Petrovich says for a new coat, his eyes became big and he's like, new coat? Are you serious? You can't work on this? Petrovich says, no, you will have to in any way get a new coat. So now, because he is short of money, Akaky is short of money, so he asked the tailor, can you tell me exactly how much money will be required? So he said approximately 150 rubles. Now rubles is the term used for the financial terms of the St. Petersburg's place. So he said almost 150 rubles will be needed. Now he said 150? It is too much. I don't even earn that much. How will I do? How will I manage? So Petrovich says, now if you want a proper coat, if you want to go to office in a good coat, then you have to get this thing done. Now Petrovich says this and Akaky goes back to his home very discouraged. Now he is demotivated, he is discouraged. So he keeps on thinking and finally he comes to a conclusion. And what is the conclusion? He finally decides to cut on his savings. Cut on his saving means now he decides to save money. He says that I will drink less tea, I will buy less clothes, I will eat less food, I will not give clothes for laundry, I will do all the work by myself, I will wear the same clothes every day so that the other clothes are not being used. So in short, he thought that he is going to save money now. So for months, 2 months, 3 months, Akaky did the same thing. He started working harder, he used to get money and he used to save that money to buy the new overcoat. And during those 2-3 months, he regularly used to visit Petrovich and used to ask him, I am collecting money, but you tell me, where will we get the best cloth? What color will we choose? How my coat is going to look like? So Petrovich said, you leave that to me. You just collect your money, rest, all the work will be done by me. Now after a lot of efforts and work done, Akaky is able to collect 180 money and he gives it to the Petrovich. Now Petrovich goes, find a proper cloth and he stitches a beautiful overcoat. Now this is ready and he is not aware of it because he is doing at his home, at his shop. Now one day this man, he himself comes to his home because he is so excited to show him the overcoat that he had made. So he takes that overcoat, packs it properly and he comes to his house to show him. Now in the book it is said that very particular day is the glorious day for Akaky. Now why it is the glorious day? Because after long hours of struggle, after saving money, after paying, he has finally been able to get a new overcoat which was made by Petrovich. And even Petrovich is feeling very proud that I have done a lot of work. I have done something that other tailors will not be able to do. I have made the coat in a very nice manner. So now finally what does Petrovich does? Petrovich comes close to him and give him his coat. And then he asks him that Akaky, wear this coat, try it on yourself and tell me if it is fit. So now one by one he wears it, then he puts his sleeves into the arms and then when he looks himself, the coat is beautifully stitched. The coat was absolutely perfect. Now he is all happy. And he is ready to go to his office and now his colleagues, his staff members are not going to ridicule him for the same overcoat. So children, this was the chapter about the overcoat, how an old man was unaffected by everybody's comment, and certainly one day when he realized that he is becoming an object of ridicule, he went to the tailor and got the stitched coat ready, which was called as the overcoat. Thank you.